So Mara now when I'm not judging anyone who's a side chick or who's dating married men. But personally I would never.
My favorite, we back on episode 4. It's me, Wade. I'm just happy but I'm cute, you can see. I'm with my brother, my roommate, one of my best friends. We come a long way. It's been a long year, my faith. You know how it is. Peace. His name is Makena. On this other side is my skinny brother. Hey, he's skinny, my faith. Give me a combo, give Sporo. We're doing it.
Shoots of working sport me combo. Future Mfana, Tsonga Computer. We're back again with our fourth. It's fourth, bro.
Yeah, the fourth episode.
Fourth episode. We're moving,
We're doing it.
Doing it every day. No sponsor.
So
nothing.
Our brother today, we invited you here, my brother. So we have some conversations. We love talking, and we feel like talking is necessary. So we wanted to hear a male's perspective on the situation that happened. You heard that our varsity, our campus, we lost our lady due to gender-based violence, which we were supposed to have a protest today, but the protest got postponed because the case is on September. So, in terms of what happened, do you feel like what can you add up?
What can you say, Makena, man?
What can you say, Makena, in terms of gender-based violence? Well, you see our sisters are dying, man.
Oh, that's a very personal question you're asking. That's a very personal. Between what transpired, I don't know what transpired between that girl. But the situation, I hear the situation that you are posing to me. That situation is a very, 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 very painful situation.
Painful.
Between what transpired between the girl and the boyfriend, I don't know. I'm sure they were partners. Gender-based violence, and the issue we have, it is not only on gender-based violence. There are issues such as child abuse and stuff. But this thing of gender-based violence happen most commonly. They are common in people who are in a relationship, whether it's you and your partner, my friend, or maybe people who are married. A relationship.
Okay, finish.
Finish, man.
I can finish.
Continue. I was a bit interrupted by this brother. What do you want to add on that?
I want to say GBV. Okay, sharp. Yeah, mostly it depends on mostly on people who are dating, right? It's right. But then GBV, bruh, is not really into people who are dating. It can happen between you and your sister.
I know that can happen.
Insulting your sister in a bad way. It's GBV. It's part of the GBV.
I know it's gender-based violence.
So that's why we're asking about that. That lady, our what?
Our comrade, our sister, our campus mate.
Our campus mate. So that's why I want to hear your side of view. What can you say about such things?
Are you gonna address the story and the issue? Are you gonna talk about things that could address the issue of gender violence or the things that cause? I want to hear more on the things that
on gender-based violence. You know what I've realized on gender-based violence, right? It's gender-based violence is usually there's a lot of men out there who feel like.
But it falls under us as men.
That's what I'm saying.
We men are,
There's a lot of men. I'm not gonna say all men because I'm not abusive. Even when I'm sitting here, there's no lady who can comment on this video and said, nah, I've beat them or I've abused them. Yeah. You understand? I'm not an abusive man. I'm saying how can I put it? There are men who believe that in order for a lady to understand, there has to be some physical force. You understand? Which sometimes can be bad which leads to GBV. And also, some men cannot handle rejection. Some men cannot handle being left alone. You understand? To your point where someone may be like,
Yeah.
Aksawufuna, I'm leaving you.
Guys,
Hello.
my nose is cold. Hi.
How are you?
Njani? Nami ngiyaphila. Hi.
Hi. We already
Our
started.
guest is here. We've been waiting for her.
Seriously? Oh.
Come and sit.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna get myself something to sit on.
Come and sit here. Come and sit here. Should we introduce her or should we introduce herself?
Huh?
Can you proceed?
Okay, let me proceed and then she will introduce her. As I was saying, it comes down to a point where I feel like men who beat women or who abuse women are weak. You understand? At some point, you have to understand that. Me personally, if I am to have a situation with a woman, we're fighting. You understand? Even if it comes on to physical point, the best way is to walk away from the situations because her strength and my strength is not the same. If I retaliate, it's something else. You understand? I'm telling you the truth. Her slap won't hurt as much as you slap her back. You understand? Because you have to understand that mostly women act upon the anger that you caused. You understand? She can't just hit you for no reason. You're causing that pain to her as a woman, as your woman. You understand? So I feel like gender-based violence is mostly done by weak men. I mean,
there is this issue.
You can't be strong and hit a woman, but you can't hit something you love. Imagine seeing your woman with scars and bruises. Look at this beautiful face.
The issue is that
Mother, look at this beautiful face.
Hey,
This is our guest.
Okay.
women can cause.
Let our guest introduce. Let's introduce our guest, brother.
I know.
Brother, let's introduce our Polokwane campus sister here, comrade. Okay. So I don't know how.
Is that how you introduce a comrade?
Nah, sorry Makabani. Sorry Makabani of EFF.
Since automega portfolio
Yes.
former secretary of Chris Hani branch, former speaker of the institution. I know Toma Lori comrade ifela.
No, I want to like
Who's your proper drink?
no,
He
a
does.
Proper.
Okay, but then I think she can introduce herself like well than us will be saying our sister, our comrade, and that, which is it's a omit of some information. So take the podium.
Sanbonani, Dumelan, Absheni, hello. My name is Thuli, Fighter Thuli. Yeah, as I've already said, I am a former speaker of the institution, a former secretary of my branch, and a former deputy chairperson of my branch.
At Polokwane campus.
Yes, we are.
Thank
You know, man.
I have a question. It's that deep. I wanna understand a lot. Like, do you think women stand for an abusive man because the fact that they love them, they will always hope or think that he will change? That's why they stand up for it until probably some of the times it takes their life.
Sometimes it's threats.
Sometimes it's threats, no?
You stay because you're being threatened to remain in the relationship. You get abused to a point where they threaten you. They tell you straight up, Ori, when she fella, you'll see flames. So now you're staying because you love this person. They're manipulating you to stay with them. And you're also being threatened. You're fearful for your life. So sometimes, you know, to get over a person. They do that in a relationship. You're in love with your person, they're abusing you. And then emotionally you're getting over him and you're also strategizing on how to get out of this. And it's not always easy to talk. I'm going to the cops. I'm going to my mom, I'm going to explain the situation. It's not easy. So mohongwe wa nna fase o le tee, and then you strategize gore mara nka mushia jwang.
Yeah.
Wa bona? It takes time. Cause mohongwe ke monahano. Abuse just, plays with your mind to an extent ya hore ha o sa kgona go inaganela. And it happens ranchi when you've been in a relationship with this person for a long time. You can't think for yourself. Kore, you can't even imagine yourself being on your own. Everything you nahana and then or mara tabo, mara pita, ongusha. So I will be that easy.
I understand. I also feel like, to add to that point, there's a lot of men who grew up with abusive fathers.
Yeah.
Most of them feel like that's the right way to handle a woman, which is wrong. I don't know, but I feel like what can be done to raise more awareness to our future ladies that it's okay to speak, or how can we give them a platform where they can speak for themselves? Because most of them they're afraid. Do you still remember that time when I told you that there's something called scary reads?
Yeah.
You still remember?
Yeah, the scary reads, yeah.
And then you thought maybe I was kidding and you laughed about it.
Bro, I know, I was just laughing, but then I know about them, yeah.
Scary reads, Matane, and my fellow guest, is when you approach a lady and she gives you her numbers, or she ends up dating you because she's afraid of you. There are those people who are literally scary. Maybe on Cassie or something. He's a classic gangster and he's trying to approach your hand, and then he comes to scare the hand. If you don't date me, this and this will happen. They end up dating. Obviously, the approach was bad. After that, it's abuse.
Sure.
True. It doesn't only happen with gangsters. Sometimes, mara wena is a guy was way away. Sometimes there's persuasion, and then there's it's okay to pursue me mostrateng, mara don't do it forcefully. So sometimes it happens and you're not aware. It's fine, just mara sometimes it happens wa feel or a woman mara because it happens more often than not. I give away my number on the street. I don't care.
Why?
You check the statistics every day when you wake up. Mamang is dead, gunshot, boyfriend killed her. Mamang is dead, boyfriend stabbed her. So you're scared. Lumo strating au easy man mutuhlana loena. Hi, umuhle yazi. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, give me your number. Give me your number. No, give me your number. And then you look around. Sometimes almost business safe. Even if you scream, I'm talking to. So it's more like what's again, here's my number. Or when get ready I'll just go home. When I get home, half phone at the rank block. Because then I saved my life. I give you my number, but I understand that sometimes when are we won.
Bro, I wanna ask this before I forget. I'm sorry. I wanna ask this, ne? Why is it okay? How can a man understand? There's a big difference. I'm gonna lay example. I'm gonna touch you, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like I'm touching you, ne?
Like physically.
I'm touching a woman. Like, I'm not gonna touch you in a bad way. You're touching a woman. You feel me, G? You're touching a woman, and then she's like, "No, don't touch you. No, I don't want to." And no, leave me alone. Yeah. But then there are those ones when they do it, no, but then they really mean no. How can a guy actually understand that she really means no? Because sometimes they mean no while saying yes.
No means no. Let's not sugarcoat it.
We know, but then
no
there's that no, you know. But
there is that no we know.
Don't even try to explain it. Once she says no, even if she's playfully saying no,
smiling.
Bona, no means no.
Yeah.
Sky sugarcoat, sky explain. Ragar awa, bona, ukanuntara no kara he.
Makena,
Some people are just
we're forced.
one man. One man.
Oh, Makena, we're forced, guys.
Well, first, some people are naturally polite. O tshwana le nna. Nna a ke bolelle motho. Nka o gana no ntse
No.
smela le wena.
No, but you see, there are no.
Teenager. No, ke no.
But there's that no, my face.
Yeah,
Come on,
Then you stop. Then you stop.
Yo.
As soon as she says no, whether wa smile, whether wa mona, whether dirang, as long as I got he awa, no, you stop. Wa mutjisha gore, should I continue? If wa motshwara, wa mutjisha. Gore, should I continue? Does this make you feel uncomfortable? You know, you must normalize chilling with people who are vocal. Bolela. Because sometimes I got watch all lapel.
I wanna ask another question.
But she did say no.
I wanna
Ask something.
It's cool.
bro, I'm confused like you for whatever you said, bro. I was with this other hand.
You talk to me.
She was just like talking, like I was just listening. And like they were not talking to me, but then they were talking. They'll be like thank you, she's here. They'll be like, nah, I like toxic boys.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
They like toxic boys.
Yeah.
They are mean.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. They like toxic men.
You know why?
So,
you know why? Men do not prefer a good man. A simple man and a kind man. You know why? They love drama. Men love fighting. A woman loves fighting with your side chick. Do you know that? Without drama, they don't enjoy a relationship. It's boring. Men always go for women always go for the bad boys.
Not all the women. They would say not all the women.
I understand, but the highest percentage of women go for the bad boys.
90%.
Look at their face. It speaks.
Would you opt for a bad boy?
Look at their face.
No, okay.
Look at
let me say this.
I
faces. There's a certain face. Musadi ufita mo yona. Mo lorong o feel ka reng o nya go experience drama, toxicness, tlhaganyana. Sometimes it direha without your knowledge. Wa bona ha wa man maramo ke fitile ka rata banyana tsidingwa ke di kwishisha.
So you will enjoy being a side chick to a married man?
No, bro, before we even go further, like
No,
how could a girl enjoy being
let
like...
her answer that question first. Would you enjoy being a side chick to a married man?
Married man, no.
If he's not married?
I mean, how na motho mo claimileng mos.
Sure. Continue.
Check on that.
Some situation you say no until you come across those situations. You never know.
No, Mara, now I'm not judging anyone who's a side chick or who's dating married men. But personally, I would never. Guys, only the limits. Wabana wait, or you're not married. Nazangara kobari hey, come little join away till mama. Why when at so if Oklahoma Nampujara a free agent,
I have nothing here.
Hey, if Oklahoma a free agent, they're a free agent.
But then to Lowala is getting married. Do you know that?
Yes,
you don't have to put a ring on.
You know what? Why I hate Lobola these days? I don't know
why you hate Lowala, bro. Like,
I hate Lobola. Lobola, even back then, Lobola was a simple thing. I told you about customs and tradition because I've attended a lot of Lobolas. Shout out to my brothers who took me in. You know what happens, ne? That thing back then, it used to be a set of my family and your family having an agreement that, okay, we are now united as one. You understand? Now they make it as a transaction. You understand? Again, it's always been, but not too deep. Now it's deep to a point where the uncle is gonna tell business. Understand something? The uncle is gonna tell me that Umakoti is educated. I'm also educated. That's another thing. Umakoti went to university. Umakoti was a rest snack.
Yeah, I was a rest snack.
Is that what you guys call us?
Umakoti was a rest snack.
And they don't know about that one. No.
But busy, but Umakoti graduated on time, bro.
Yes. Yo,
record time make a flex.
Arihan.
Cum laude ke
Okay, can I
flex.
tell you something? I will pay 200 to 500,000 on a lady. She passed grade 12, went to university, she's working, she's a virgin.
Yeah.
Mara wa go re ering. Mara wa go re ering. Gona le tsana le ntona gona le tsa sna ntona.
Do you know that in Sutu, that's like fucked up shit. That's why I don't understand Sutu women even today. I'm sorry. I'm not.
What's happening?
I'm not tribalist. If a Sutu, don't ask me how I know. If a Sutu woman, you're marrying a Sutu woman, she has a kid. You gotta pay dowry for the kid as well. If the level is 50,000, the kid is 25, you're paying 75.
We man is what they call it.
The kid is not yours.
Yeah, we man. Like
Listen,
So you also do that shit.
Yeah,
In your
everybody
culture.
does
No,
it.
I mean
Listen
in
to
some
how.
the tongue culture like
Vendors do not do that shit.
No, they do.
Nah, they don't.
They do.
They don't. I've asked
It
around.
depends on banyalela guy.
Depends.
Listen to how
It depends
it's
on
like.
vendor to vendor. Yeah.
Hey, listen to how it's like. I get.
So hold up. I'm marrying another man's spam.
Don't put it like that, bro.
No, so
It's really not.
that deep.
But
Well,
that
when
spend is part of the one you love. Okay?
Can I tell you something? Now I'd rather marry a woman with a male child. I'd rather deal with the male child's drama. It's
Than
best
the
than the lady.
Hey.
Because the lady can end up saying that when you're trying to have sex with her. Once you're not, she's trying to make you and the mother fight. Bruh, women are toxic as fuck.
Mara honor baka accused of something.
They have accused their men in my
feel
car.
winky nyana sning ning.
No.
No accuse of.
Hey, let that man. You know us men. You know us men.
See,
Why are you blaming us as men? No, but
he's being
you know us men.
honest.
My faith.
What men do, bro?
Yeah? I'm not saying you.
How? I could you know as men. So it seems like there's something that you know that we don't know, or maybe we're avoiding.
Lina little.
So you think I can spot my stepdaughter?
Not all men.
This is why awe hapalina man opatela for both the mother and the child. It's because now wamotia is responsibility ya how, and then at a certain point utlona ka ratshware sene ya how.
Can I say something? Do you know that being pedophile is an illness, and it starts when you're young, to a point where if I'm like this age, if I'm never pedophile, chances are I will never be pedophile. You understand? Pedophile is when you Sbwl young kids.
Yeah.
That's a disease, bro.
13,
I think
12.
Akil was like
Imagine at my age, I'm Sbwling someone who's 13.
Yo.
There are people who are doing that. And it's a disease.
It's a disease,
You
like,
can have
yeah.
sex with your son, with your daughter. You understand? It's a disease. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You see, that's why there are men who are rich and wealthy in life, but they're not blessings.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
At all.
There's just men who are pedophile, Muna. And pedophile is wrong. Being a pedophile is wrong.
So you think these ladies who are busy like funding our little sister said campuses and stuff,
Being pedophile.
that's sick, ne?
Yeah. That's being pedophile.
Yo,
They
Kuzana, your dad is there. Your dad.
That's being
you.
pedophile,
I don't know
bro.
you, but then your dad is busy at
Imagine,
campus.
do you see mom cover? You see, it's big, ne? But now it's still one. Imagine at my age, at my 50s, it's here.
Bro.
Because automatically I'm gonna be wealthy in life. Thank God. Imagine
Ain't no other way, boy.
Give it generational.
And
Ain't no other way, boy.
Imagine at my 50s,
Yeah.
I'm taking off mom cover. My dignity as a man, with my white pubic hair, bro.
Bro.
To make someone's kid who's 18 suck my dick. I'm sorry for the language.
Language.
I know it's
18
plus this one. Yeah.
You understand? Because after that, I'm gonna buy them an iPhone. And also, social media is shit. Sbwl hot wings. Sbwl
I
dunk.
wanted to touch on that as
Yeah.
well. Bothata ba social media now, ke gore they're romanticizing such things. But kuri o ka re ke dilo tse le reng di nice. Even these men, baba le monagano or what's like ntwe e right because it's us on social media now hyping our friends or
Yeah.
banna ba ki ba fetsa poverty. Ngabe ska ba ka banna ba ki banyana ba bantshine ba ka graduate because of because of us gone go patela di fees wa bona. So they think they're doing us a favor Hence I fail it away.
And they were coward and fit. I bet they're taking all the beautiful hands.
When
though.
did it get to that point?
I'm being truthful.
Mother, no.
Those men, those men with money, brother. Now I've went into a situation where someone once told me, like directly, like, yo, I love you. I want to be with you.
Mara,
But
sometimes
let me
it is not
finish.
that we are men. Those men are wooing girls with money. Hey, some girls, man, they love money. God.
I can't. I'm telling you the situation that I encountered. She told me specifically, I love you. And then I love her. We loved each other, bruh. But, brother, you are broke. And I understood. In fact, you know, there's nothing that hurts but understandable like the truth. In fact, you are broke. I have a kid. Who's gonna look out for my kid?
It's hard hearing you that.
Yeah, live. And then I felt it like, you know what, in fact, I understand. This is the moment where we have to part ways. But I love you, like, I love you, but I can't afford you. I left, bro, you understand? Even today, it hurt, but, hey, my fate.
But love doesn't pay bills.
Mara, at least to be honest in my head.
It's better, bro.
Nah, don't worry, we're winning. We'll cut
Love
this.
doesn't pay bills, man.
It doesn't.
You see, love doesn't pay bills, ne? So it's where these young girls that busy like going after like
That's what
It's such statements.
After that one, they kill. You know GBV start there.
Namile ke rena ka di placards justice for mamang.
You see,
Mamang
this, bro,
a 50-year-old.
this is a chain, bro.
Automatically,
It's a chain,
man.
bro.
Automatically, when someone has more, when a man has more money, you understand? And that lady has nothing on the table except pussy.
Yeah.
And he knows, and that's not the wife. I'm sorry. He's gonna abuse the lady because he knows she is depending on him on everything.
Yes, sir.
He can do whatever he wants. Like he's gonna shower her with money. But
That's
those men,
that's the thing.
those men are not afraid to give your girlfriend 5,000. But babe, spoil yourself. like I
I'm not
feel
losing
like,
anything.
And let her go, nice. You are unemployed. Both of you are unemployed. Lo, better amount to Arab man.
And you know, bro, what bores me the most is that, like, okay, sharp, we can talk about GBV now. Like, okay, sharp,
Yeah,
this one is clean, this one.
Mother.
But look, bro, look. After like they're dating, lot of men, bro, lot of men are sick, bro.
HIV.
Remember, but science or I don't know what they call it. But like we have the chromosomes, our chromosomes.
XX.
Yeah, our X, the
XY.
XY.
XX
There was
Kawasaki.
some. So like they say our X is smaller than the Y's because it means we can like catch some whatever disease like faster than women. Women can survive, man. Like anyway,
That's why when you
she's
catch
sick.
gonorrhea,
Yeah,
3 days.
straight up. So look, she's
And it can
busy.
take you 6 months.
You see, bro.
No, not kill me in 3 days. After 3 days, I'm gonna start feeling itchy.
Yeah, like, yeah, when
and then
we don't eat and stuff.
something that looks like mucus can start oozing on day 5.
Listen, my brother, I was still saying. She's dating that old
OG.
man. I the OG. The OG is sick.
Ish.
The OG is giving the hand man. The one man. But like, they were just one man. Even the OG said, "Oh, no, don't comment on by." So when she sit, she's there. Man, she can see things are happening.
Yeah.
She's gonna give him. Bro.
Yeah.
Jiggy, the girl will come back, maybe home there, and give.
She's gonna come back to you because we're not mad.
Even if-
money, I'm not.
Even if
Lizard.
sure, boy, he's sick.
Yeah.
To make her, she's sick. She's passing the disease
No,
to
no,
me.
no. But that's not always the case because
You're here to defend women.
no, I'm not defending anyone.
Yeah.
Listen to my point. Re batho ra fapana ke le di genes tsa rena di a fapana. So gona le di malwetse a mangwe a affecta banna mara affect basadi. So mosadi a ka botsia from one man to another. That means she's a carrier.
Yeah, I
So
know
she
about-
carries
I heard
a
about
disease from one man to another. Yena em affect because
Mostly that's drop. Drop are the host of drop. They don't
Another
get
issue,
affected by drop.
She has me and you and gift. Friday, I robbed gift. And then she came to you Saturday morning after gift and she
Are there
gives.
people who do that?
Yeah.
You don't know.
And then she gives you.
You.
And then on Tuesday, the particular week she gives me, I'm telling you, me and you are gonna get.
But I sleep.
I'm telling you the truth. You know
Like,
what?
bro, I don't know, bro.
We're going through a lot as men.
I've had a lot of keys.
When you try to heal it, there was a particular corner that when you hit it, she moans. Now you're busy looking for the corner. Can't you that nigga smashed last week? There's nothing.
And the other thing that
we didn't conclude. We didn't conclude that issue of GBV. I was not satisfied.
Okay, conclude.
Well, conclude, bro. Because the thing what I know, like we'll never get.
We'll never
get. To
I wanted to conclude on that. The issue, man. The issue is from back then.
Back then.
Yeah.
We used to be providers, mother, and then we didn't campaign this thing of GBV. We were the ones who were out working while women were supposed to stay at home, man. You see now they are independent, mother. I'm not saying adultery was not there. I'm not saying adultery. I'm not saying adultery and some of the things that lead to GBV were not there. They were there, but the issue of GBV the issue is with our forefathers and stuff. That thing of suppressing women, of saying women were supposed to stay at home while men providing stuff. I think it's the main issue, mother. I gotta level la mother. Back then, the women were supposed to stay at home again, while we were the ones providing again, mother. I'm not saying the Musadi Nagas would cheat or Robeang. But now the issue of them, back then we would hit women, but not as now.
They were oppressed. Like that's the time we
yeah.
By that time, brother, we're not saying
because how you pack your bags.
That's why I'm saying this is the cause. Now they have.
So the cause is independence, brother. What are you saying?
It is not independent.
Now that we're able to
I have
speak
a question.
for
I have a
ourselves.
question, guys.
You're not problem.
I have a question.
The fact that we are able
But
to
back then
advocate for ourselves.
you were not even you were not you were not independent. To buy maybe
this is
a lotion for yourself, you are supposed to stay home.
My God, this is simple.
You grow up.
This man is saying independence.
You do know that
it's a level up.
you can even be married at 16 years back then. At the age of 16. Age of 16.
You will get married.
You get married there.
Okay, now I want to ask. Like, I have a question to my guest. Do you feel like why is it that when a woman gets too successful, she has money, she has a house, she has a car, she now feels like she doesn't want a man in her life? Kanti, what role do we play?
Listen
they are
to
hooked on that thing they used to provide. That's why they are.
Traditionally and biblically, a man is supposed to be a provider.
Biblically, this thing.
Munna ke na wa go provider. Munna ke na wa insurer. O bona taba tsa di safety and security. Why one kamorai and then reproduction, of course. So I don't know now that I can keep myself safe. I can provide for myself. O nyaka hore ke boelle ke theletse motho a tlo mpotsa gore ka 5 I must be back home. Motho a tlo mpotsa gore nna ha ke ile mmereko wa ikwa. Motho a mpotsa gore nna ke ile mmereko nkile banneng ba bangwe. I'm trying to make a living for myself.
So, do you think those electronics like Viagra, they're better than a man?
What?
The sex toys and stuff.
The sex toys. Do you think they're better than a man?
Nah, they will not.
I don't know.
We have a mutual thing.
I just know that.
A person can't be replaced by
Vote for Makena. Vote for Makena.
Okay, but here's the thing. O ka se compare motho le di toy tse di dirileng ke motho. Obviously mo mothong go na le madi, rushing, emotions, there's a lot that goes into it.
Don't stop.
How marawena. There's a lot that goes motho le toy di ka spane. Mara reality ke gore hence we have a lot of studs, the femme, lesbians and
would you date a stud?
It's what no.
You want the real thing.
I mean, no offense.
No offense to the LGBTQ community.
I love you.
I love women,
but then don't come for me because
I
ain't gay.
Women, but nah.
I want your perspective on what the question that Wade posed to you. What was the question, my brother? I didn't
The question was simple.
I must go and watch the podcast this one. Go and watch the podcast
The question was simple. If a woman has money, has a good career, has
Why
a
does
big
she
house,
feel like she
has a
doesn't
car,
want a man?
why does she feel like now she doesn't want a man in her life?
Hey, I'm not the woman,
Umufaz.
my sister.
What is it that you're gonna give to her that she cannot get herself? And mind you, ka aging ill, it's me scenario. Late 30s, get sharp, I have my job, I have my car. Actually, seal. I tlhoke selo. Sning wena we do nyako, you wanna nag. Hey, don't do that, don't do this. Uska chila lebu sporo, uska dirang. Ungisha wambora, I don't want that. Nah, I just wanna relieve my stress. Hakaba miracle, and then that's it. So then they prefer not to be with a man, cause now banally their freedom.
So if you were a woman who's married and you have male friends, would you be suitable with your men having a lot of female friends? Because
Now that's a hard one.
Because to you, those, I think you said those are your friends. So are you gonna be okay with that comfortability that you portray with your male besties to your man having that particular bestie as a woman in his life?
To be honest, no.
Why?
I don't know. I have male friends, ne? But I feel like if one of my male friends' girlfriend was to tell me I'm not comfortable with you being friends with my boyfriend,
Yeah.
ke tlo tswa down, Bisha. I'm gonna step back, ka ba tlohella ba ira tse ba di irang, Bisha. And then if it happens that ya bona kamano ya fela, then I'm back in the picture. So if I'm your friend and your girlfriend doesn't feel comfortable with us being friends, I step back. So I know other women are banajio. There's a TikTok when where I imitate girl best friend Ari. How utlo boyfriend how he's in the shower. I'm telling her the nickname dirang. Why is she here if you're in the shower? So they overplay their role. So those are the type of friends we don't want near our men.
Oh, okay. As much as we had a lot to talk about today, Buffett, we're gonna cut the episode. There's gonna be part 2. This is our lady. We stay with her, so she's gonna be our new norm. We have to cut the episode.
I wanna say my last words. You know, there is obsession, guys.
Obsession.
Nothing good comes out of obsession. Man.
How do you know when you're obsessed?
How do you know somebody's obsessed, bro? Or when? Let's talk about
How do you know when you are obsessed?
Yeah, obsession is
There are
the issue.
certain things obsessed people do that normal people will never do.
What is those things? Talking.
Yeah, that's one of them.
One other thing.
It's just a lot.
Obsession is a lot.
It's cool. Let's just cut the episode,
It's a long
guys.
list.
Obsession.
We're gonna continue on
We'll have part
obsession.
two.
Makena will be there. You're gonna explain further about obsession because I think it's coming from the heart.
Yeah.
Big shout out, my boy. Wagwan.
Makena.
Makena. Thank you, my brother.
You were once obsessed.
Hey,